How does it feel to be in less than 10% woman in my team? Hello, my name is Carolina, I'm a mechanical engineer and I work for Porsche. Today I just wanted to talk to you about how it is actually to be almost a single woman in the environment, at work, in team. In my team we have less than 10% women, which is only me and one of my colleagues. One important thing in being the only woman is, it's not actually important, but my feelings about being an only woman is that I miss other women. I really miss other women. Sometimes I hear from my friends that, oh, how cool it is to be the only woman, or like to be surrounded by so many men, you feel more special. But actually maybe you will enjoy it in the first semester of your university, of your technical university, and then very soon you will realize that you really miss the environment of other women. I really miss it often at work. Whenever I come to some gathering with women, or whenever I visit events, for example, from my husband's work, he's working with more amount of women, then I always feel jealous, in a good way jealous, I think, about the fact that I would also like to have more female colleagues. I think it's really nice, the energy is really nicely balanced when you have women and as well men, of course, like both parties in the room. Important thing also as a woman in engineering and in technical areas is actually not to forget and to downgrade your other skills. I have naturally a lot of soft skills that my male colleagues don't have, and all my life long, okay, not all my life long, but especially during my engineering studies and beginning of my career, I wasn't even thinking about it, because it was for me something completely not important, right? Only important things are tech skills, engineering, and this hard stuff. But actually I was really underestimating the importance of all the soft skills. No matter what you do as an engineer, you always will work with people, and there's a lot of soft skills that you can of course learn, and I don't say that men don't have soft skills. Of course they also do, and they can also develop them very nicely, but I think it's really worth to know that we as women we have some advantages, especially in the way of emotional intelligence, empathy, and I see it very often that it can be very useful in any environment, actually, in any job, because we always work with people at the end of the day. So reading people's emotions, reading their states, knowing how to talk to them, it's really helpful. It's really helpful for you and for others, and for your work results also, actually. So everyone's happy. The thing I was also hearing in the beginning of my work life was that women have to work twice as hard in order to prove that they are worth the same as the men in the work environment. And of course I can't talk about all the environment, right? There is so many different working cultures, so many different industries, really a lot. At the moment I am working in very male-dominated area, in automotive industry, in one of the most traditional company, where the percentage of women is very little in the development and engineering. And the last advice I would give to any woman that would come to my job, to my team, would be to work twice as hard as men. First of all, because men, as well as everyone else in our team, works already very, very hard. So if you want to work twice as hard, I don't think you would have time to live anymore. Second of all, I really think that sometimes this mindset that we hear from outside, how the world is unfair to women, it can maybe sometimes create more harm than good. Of course, there's a lot of situations, not good situations for women in the that can happen in the workplace or in the areas where women are a minority. I'm not saying it can't happen. I also experienced some sexism and not nice stories in my life before. But still, I'm really confident to say that they are exception and not the rule. They're exception and not the rule, and bad things can always happen. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. I have also a lot of male colleagues that experience something negative. I'm not talking on my current job, but in general, in their life, in the work environment or others. That's why focusing and creating in your head this mindset that you're on the worst position because you're a woman, I think it is subconsciously programming you to thinking this way and to looking for a reason to think it. And then you will understand things that shouldn't even be understood in this way. You will understand them in this way. This is actually very important and close topic to my heart. But definitely we will talk about it at some other point. One of the reasons I opened this YouTube channel is because of the connections I was able to build, and the connections I want to build also with you on the bigger scale, and sharing the experiences, thoughts, and some helps maybe that I would like to hear myself a few years ago. Thank you very much and see you again soon.